best. So how do you reflect on that in the sense that you came back and you got a point from it?
In the end, I think that is a good thing in the game, that if we compare in the recent past, we are a little bit different in that moment, because we had 5 minutes we disconnect, we suffer 2 goals, but we managed to control our emotions, to continue to play. Not all the time so well, but we managed to secure a point. But I think we drop a little bit the energy level, and you can feel it. And when our team is not in the top of the energy, of the aggression, you can feel it in our team. But in the end, again, we managed to score again. We try to win the game. We have a big opportunity in the end. We missed that little bit luck in the end. Let's work to win the next week.
When you talk about that energy, what do you mean by that? How do you make that energy to the best level it can be?
We need to work that with time, to have the same energy in our stadium away. We are getting better. That is, I think, everyone can see. We are getting better. We are getting that feeling. If we cannot win, at least we are not going to lose, and you can sense that in the team. But the way we press, the urgency in certain things, I think we play better. For example, in the last Sunday, we need to be that in every game in order to win every game.
So close to 3 points here, first Premier League game in charge. How do you reflect on that? Because plenty of talking points, should we say?
Yeah, very thorough performance, I thought, from ourselves. First half with the ball, opened chances up when we could. A goal I'm sure you'll ask me about. And then second half, obviously, so nervy to get that next win, and we just went a little bit on the back foot, but not from a lack of effort or anything, but it's a psychology where you're just searching for that win, but still looked really dangerous on the break, and thought we'd see it through. And unfortunately, a good strike from there, that gets them a point. But I know you're going to ask me about the first goal, so I'll let you ask, and then we'll go into it.
Well, what I was going to say was conceding from 2 set pieces, which I know you won't be happy about. Inconclusive, though, to whether that first goal you conceded was a corner.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's not inconclusive. I've seen it back. My bugbear, and funnily enough, I was talking to the powers that be with the referees about the quadrant now. You know, the quadrant, we'll watch it. You can see the ball's outside the quadrant from 80 yards away. But they allow it because it's 1 millimetre with the ball hanging over the line, a bit like the goal line. Yeah. So apparently today the assistant referee can see 78 yards away. It's got to change. That's 2 in a week, two decisions that are not right and gone against in a week. Yes, of course, we've got to then deal with the situation, which we didn't do as well. But it is tough when there's a lot of noise about corners at this club, and then they give corners that are not corners. We had one last week, one this week, and very tough on the team, I think, to take decisions like that. We all talk about the margins in football. We talk about VAR. Why is it not brought in? If it leads to last week, really poor decision, cross goes in. This week, really poor decision, cross goes in. We'll get VAR on it then, because it's 8 seconds to just go, it's in or it's out.
Well, my following question then would be, what did the match officials say to you? I heard your coaching team at half-time. I'm not going to say what they said, but what have they said to you in response?
I'm sure they're very gracious and very calm. At the end of the day, they just said, well, decision made. And I said, well, that's fine, but it's 78 yards away. Surely there's got to be a benefit of the doubt for the defenders. Why would you give it to the attacking team? I don't understand. If there's a benefit of the doubt either way, why would you do that? No, I know that Premier League will want more goals and fans want more goals, but at the end of the day, that decides a lot. We're wearing this shirt, but we've got to turn them into wins, of course.
And exactly where he tells them to stand is where the ball comes, and he finishes absolutely brilliantly.
OK, so will they be happy, though, with the draw in the end, do you think?
Yeah, obviously you want to win the game, but I think going 2-1 down, and I think the goal that they scored, I think, a point away is not a bad result.
I wouldn't have been happy with their performance, though, all in all.
No, I don't, especially second half.
Especially the run that Manchester United have been on, they should have done better.
Once they took the lead, they stopped playing, didn't they?
Yeah.
I thought it was a good. I mean, if you take the goals out of the game, I thought it was a good Nottingham Forest performance.
Yeah,
a lot of energy. The things that we spoke about last season in the wide areas, excelling in the wide areas, that's given them their opportunities. High tempo, defensively. I think they're good. The two centre halves I like. I think they enjoy defending. So no, I think I saw enough that Sean would be happy with going, taking this team forward.
You're both praising Man United's transfer policy during the summer, which hasn't always been praised very much over the last few years. So what about the big man Chesko up front? Hasn't quite happened for him yet.
Well, it feels a work in progress, if I'm being honest. I like Cunha and Buemo. We showed them before the game what they're bringing to the party, but I just want to see more of this man, because there was other clubs. I mean, Newcastle's another club linked with him heavily in the summer. He said he wanted to go to Man United. But again, in this system as well, and you want your number 9 to be strong. Watch his first touch here. Like, it's a heavy first touch. I think it's a really good ball. Softer touch there. He's clean through in a 1v1 situation. And again, Brian's gone down the outside there. You want your number 9 to be in the middle of the 6-yard box. He's nowhere to be seen in that picture. That one again, you see Cunha's reaction. He's frustrated because if he just lays that off, Cunha has a shot at the edge of the box. And again, look at this ball from Casemiro. I don't think that's a bad ball. But your number 9, your striker, your main man should be attacking. This is probably his best movement. His movement was really good. I think Gary mentioned a comment he could take that first time, but I think it was a hard chance to take first time. His movement was good there, but you need some more off him, especially away from home in the Premier League. He needs to do better.
No, I think the benefit from him from today, I was surprised also that he wasn't taken off, particularly with a coach that doesn't worry about when he takes players off. He'll take defensive players off at times. So I was surprised that he played the full game. But I think that will be the benefit from him. I mean, this is a centre forward that they need to do well. So I think the more minutes that he can get, particularly at some difficult times, I think he'll grow. There's no doubt that technically he's a good player. But, Manchester United number 9 is a hard position to fill.
Yeah, Rasmus Højlund looked like he could do the job when he signed. He got drummed out of there. It hasn't been really, I don't know when the last top United centre forward was. But
maybe he'll benefit from it. We've had the owner come out saying that it's a long term. And so maybe he will benefit from that.
Similar scenario this time?
I think we've both looked at this one, and if when you sit at a better angle, when you're looking at the curve of the ball, then for us, no, it shouldn't have been a corner. So it's incredibly difficult, I've always thought, for that opposite linesman to make that judgment call. So sometimes I think it's the referee that's in that position that has the better view that can also make that call.
What do you think, Shay?
Yes, definitely shouldn't have been a corner. The circumference of the ball wasn't out. But again, Sean Dyche will look back at this with his staff and go, this is Casemiro. It's not like Harry Maguire, 6'4" centre half. This is not diminutive. At times he's run well, but a midfielder who's got a free header 6 yards out. It's poor defending after the decision was against him.
You can see Sean Dyche wasn't happy with that one. We'll see what he has to say after the match.
If you can't really argue with that, given how things were looking a few weeks ago, and we cast our minds back particularly to that League Cup away trip to Grimsby Town, things are getting better at last under Amorim, aren't they?
Oh, they are 100%. And I look back, and it might have been international break when Sir Jim Radcliffe came